See it on the screen. Is this up and running? Is the TikTok live?
Go ahead.
Oh. I used to tell my coworkers, I fancy for fun because I wasn't.
I should, yeah.
But now with you.
There we go. Skip that for now. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? It looks so incredible. Look at that. I can see myself in the monitor, everybody. Look at it. How's my tie? How's my tie? Are we already started? Oh, we did? Okay. All right, let me get back here. Let me get back here. Oh, God. Why is this so... Oh, who keeps moving this? All right. Oh, wow. Look at this turnout today here in the press room at Mar-a-Lago. Go ahead. Give yourselves a hand. We've got all the fake news here. All the fake news is here, but we've got the real news. We've got the fake news. We got CNN, fake news. We got Fox, real news. We got Right Side Broadcasting, real news. We got MSDNC here, total fake news. Wow, I look incredible. How's my tie? Is my tie straight? Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Is this our eighth? Is this the eighth press conference? Is it, Cass? Is it eighth? It's eighth. It's my wonderful aide, Cass, who would never turn on me like Cassidy Hutchinson. Liar. This is a good Cass. Not a bad Cass. This is a good Cass. She's really wonderful. This is our eighth press conference. We've had millions and millions of views. We have people watching on the YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Before I go any further, I'm going to call it YT because we're also on the Tickety Talk, and YT and the Tickety Talk can't stand each other. We have some new members on the channel. We have Falco, not the pop star. He passed away, but this is Falco. He's a golden groupie. And if you want to be a golden groupie, you can sign up for membership. We have Lottie Land, silver supporter. And we have D-Swing Morel. D-Swing. I like D-Swing. I think I saw that in an adult bookstore. The D-Swing. Is that true? Is that right? But D-Swing Morel, silver supporter. Thank you so much for the support. I want to thank every single subscriber on the YT. I can see the questions coming in. Fantastic. I want to thank everybody on the Tickety Talk. Let us know where you're from on TikTok. Of course, on Facebook. We're live on Facebook. We're on some very popular platforms. We're not on Instagram this week. So if you're not watching on Instagram, come over to the YT and watch it there. But I want to thank everybody for being here. I see a lot of thumbs up. Let us know where you're from. But more importantly, it was a very big week. It was a very big week for me. Horrible things happened. But if you have any questions about those things, and the horrible Thursday night, was it Thursday night or Wednesday night? The losers, Chris Christie, the Hindenburg, once again came after me. Can you believe this guy? And Vivek Ramaswamy, whose teeth are far too big for his head. And is Vivek's hair getting higher? It looks like his hair's getting higher, folks. It's unbelievable. But if you have any questions, we have a question already.
Mr. President, I just wanted to inform you that you did just gain a new member of the channel.
A new member. Thank you so much. Who is it?
It is Stephen Russos. He became a silver supporter.
Stephen Russos. I like that name. Is he Italian? Find out if he's Italiano or Spanish. I love him either way, but thank you for becoming a member, Stephen. That's incredible. I'm a little dry. I've already done a round of golf. Hold on. Just let me take a quick water break here. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. This is a regular-sized bottle of water. Look how big my hands are. Look at this. Is this incredible? It's incredible. They say I have tiny hands. I don't have tiny hands. I have big hands. I have very big hands. You know what they say? Big hands, big feet. Okay. All right, so let's get to the press conference. Do we have anybody with any questions? Right here down in front from the Tickety Talk.
Sir, would you like to comment on Dianne Feinstein passing away at 90?
Dianne Feinstein passed away? I thought she'd passed away 2 years ago when I met her. That's 90 years old. Why are people still in politics at 90 like Sleepy Joe? Oh, where am I, man? Oh, come on. Man, sarsaparilla, malarkey, root beer float. My pet dog was a dinosaur. Yeah. Come on, man. That guy's too old. He's so. How old is Joe? He's 88. He's 88 years old. He's 88. What's going on? We have the security dogs barking. Already. Go ahead. Next question.
Yeah, Mr. President. Marnie Moe wants to know, of all the unflattering names people have called you, which one do you find the most offensive or hurtful?
The most offensive one is the orange orangutan or the mango Mussolini, because I like mangoes and I like Mussolini, and they make it sound like it's a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Believe me. Believe me. Do we have another question? You know, on the TikTok, let me know where the people are from. If you're watching on TikTok, over here in the back.
Mr. President.
Yes.
President Biden's current economic
Who's this question
policy-
from? Who's this question from?
This is a personal question.
Personal question. They're the worst ones.
His current budget will reduce the national debt by $3 trillion.
$3 trillion.
If you're elected, how will you destroy that, and how fast will it take?
Well, I'll give another price cut, a tax break to the billionaires and millionaires, and automatically that $3 trillion will be wiped out. We'll wipe that out right away. Believe me, I'm way ahead of Sleepy Joe. Way ahead of Sleepy Joe.
Sir,
Go ahead.
Ava
Right over
on TikTok would like to know if your wig is synthetic, and she would please like an answer.
Excuse me, how many times do I have to go over? This is human hair, and it's my hair. By the way, I own this. 5 more payments, and it's all mine, okay? The human hair, folks, human hair. Unlike all of you people. Over here.
Yes, your new silver supporter, Stephen Roussos.
Stephen Roussos. Stephen
He wants to
Roussos.
know, Mr. President, why do you sniff so much? Are
What?
you on coke, or do you just love the way you smell?
Excuse
By the
me.
way, he's Greek.
Oh, he's Greek.
Polish.
Oh, Greek and Polish. Wow, what a combination. Greek and Polish. You know, and I love the Polish people. And I love Poles. And by the way, I'm leading in all the polls. I'm leading in all the polls. So I think Steve would be very happy about that. And I love the Greek people, great people, fantastic people. I love feta cheese. I love feta cheese. It's great. And Greece is so beautiful. It's incredible. What was the question? What was the question?
The question was, why do you sniff so much?
Oh, why do I
Because
sniff so much?
You like the way you smell?
I like the way I smell. I think I smell fantastic. But you know, there's these little things called Adderall, and I'm not good with putting, you know, and they're delicious, and they help me stay very focused. So I like the Adderall. That's okay. You know, I'm not going to say anything beyond that, and that's why sometimes. And also, by the way, we're here in Florida, and there's a lot of population and stuff, a lot of stuff like that. The grass is growing. It's very sniffly. We have some technical problems with the reporters. What's going on? Let's ask you over here.
Yes, Mr. President, Petri Hellamini.
Oh, that's a great name. Now that sounds Greek.
Isn't
That sounds Greek. Petri Hellamini.
Wants to know, how's your business in New York doing?
Well, I'm glad Petri brought this up. As you know, Judge Engeron, horrible person. He basically he's forcing me out of New York. He's forcing me out of New York. So we're having a lost our lease sale, going out of business sale, everything must go sale. We're getting rid of everything, folks. We're getting rid of desks, computers, pencils, pens, and it's going to be a fantastic deal. Everyone's going to get a great, now, of course, it's going to cost more than usual because it's all mine, but we are going to have chairs, carpeting, paper clips, anything you can imagine from these beautiful buildings all over New York are going to have to go. And I don't want to go because I love New York, but actually I hate New York. But and unfortunately, that's the deal that's going on right now. All right, we have another
Sir,
question.
would you like to comment on the floods in New York City happening right now?
Floods in New York City? Are there really floods? No one told me about this. This is the problem. This is the problem because the fake news doesn't tell me anything until the last minute. If there's flooding in New York, it's the mayor's fault. He's a radical left-wing Marxist, fascistic, communist, socialist, and this is what, and the water's probably socialist water that's flooding the streets of New York, and the rats. Have you seen Pizza Rat? It's disgusting. Really, really gross. The city really gone downhill. And don't worry, when I am back as president, we are going to build a wall around Manhattan and make New Jersey pay for it because New Jersey is not sending their best. They're sending drug dealers, they're sending criminals, and some, I guess, work in New York, but they pack their lunch and they don't even buy their food there. They just go in and out of the tunnels. It's very sad. It's very sad. I love New York and I'm sad about this, but I have to leave. I'm being forced out. It's so horrible. Next question over here.
Yes, Mr. President, Bill Easton has just donated.
Oh,
so
Bill.
You can keep your jet in the air.
Bill, thank you so much for that $50,000 donation. Is that what it was?
It was very close.
How much?
$2.
$2. Well, everything counts. That gives me like a half a Diet Coke.
He
Half a
also
Diet
has a
Coke.
question. He wants wants to know. He said Christie called you Donald Duck.
Yeah, do you believe? Who the hell is Chris Christie calling me names? I mean, this guy is, he's so out of shape. It's unbelievable. He's the shape of a weeble. He's the shape of a weeble. It's true. Did you know his A1C is WTF? I mean, it's just, he's got more chins than the Chinese phone book. And he's saying Donald Duck. Me, Donald Duck. It's so silly. He's a child. He's a child. And when he left New Jersey, it was an absolute and complete mess. Down in front, the young lady.
Mr. President, few donations for your legal fund.
Thank you.
You got $10 from Kevin Hobbs through YouTube Super Chat.
Wow, Kevin, thank you so much, Kevin. We're going to have you at Mar-a-Lago. You can look at it from the outside.
You got 50 stars on Facebook from Barbara
50?
Leck.
Oh, Barbara Leck. Thank you, Barbara. 50 stars. That's incredible. What do they convert to? Does anyone know? Is that like currency? Is it? Okay, we'll find out.
Lots of money.
Lots of money. Lots of money.
Ruby Flores,
Ruby Flores.
frequent viewer, donated $5.
Thank you, Ruby. Oh, Ruby, yes, of course. She's been on many, many times. Ruby's awesome. Thank you, Ruby. You're absolutely incredible.
And Ruby said, Sir.
Sir, sir. I love these people. Sir. Go ahead.
What city or country will you take your businesses to since you won't have them in New York anymore?
Well, I think it's very obvious. I'm moving everything to Florida, the greatest state in the United States, even though it's run by Ron DeSanctimonious. He won't be governor forever. I could probably be the president and the governor of Florida at the same exact time. But Florida's a great place, fantastic place. You can do anything you want there. You can do anything you want. So I'm moving all of my businesses to the great state of Florida, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. We got, wow, lots of questions. Let's go with the guy over here.
Patrick Cardone wants to know that if you sell Trump Tower in New York, will you autograph it for the buyer?
I think I will. I'm going to autograph the entire front of Trump Tower. And let me tell you something, that building's worth a lot. You know why? It's right next to Tiffany's. And that's probably the greatest building in all of New York. And my name's on most of the buildings in New York, even ones I don't own. It's sad. Let's go back to this young man from...
Sir, Gringo Blanco 23
Oh, I like that name, Gringo Blanco.
is asking, Mr. President, will you be attending UFC 296 to watch Colby Covington?
Absolutely. You know, me and Dana are, which one, UFC? UFC, that's Dana.
sir,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's Dana. And he's in Las Vegas. Dana's in Las Vegas. UFC is in Las Vegas. You know what else in Las Vegas? Trump Tower, right on the Strip. It's what do I always say? If it's not a Trump hotel, it's a dump hotel. If you're going to Las Vegas, stay at Trump Tower. It's an absolutely beautiful place. Take a dip in the pool because we have the wettest water in all of Las Vegas. And with a what do they call that? It doesn't disappear. And we have a non-uggo policy too. Go ahead. Non-evaporation policy. Thank you. Down in front.
A couple more donations for you, Mr. President.
Wow, this is tremendous.
You got $10 from Lisa Mitchell.
Lisa Mitchell, thank you so much. I appreciate the $10. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate that.
And she said, towards Melania's haircuts with love from Mannington, WV.
WV. Well, thank you so much. As you know, if you've read the news, Melania's stylist costs about $160,000 a year. So any money you can put towards Melania, who I never see. Is she here yet? Is she supposed to be here, right? No one's seen her? Okay, this happens. Go ahead. She's gonna, by the way, she will be here 1 week. I guarantee you. Go ahead.
And one more donation, Mr. President, from Ruby Flores, $5.
Ruby. I love Ruby. Ruby's the best. She's absolutely the best. Folks, it's going to get a little noisy here. My legal Mexican landscaping crew is here at Mar-a-Lago, so it's going to get noisy, but don't worry, we got it covered, okay? Don't worry.
Ruby said, sir.
Sir, I love it.
If you're not Donald Duck, which cartoon character are you most like?
Well, I think I would be like, who's very strong? I'd be Superman. Probably. Or Batman, because Batman was in New York, Gotham City. Did you know Gotham City is New York City? No one talks about that, but I know that. I know that, and probably Superman. Go ahead.
Mr. President, Bill D. He'd like to know
Bill D.
which type
Bill
of
D.
tinfoil hat would best protect me from government mind control.
Well, I would say Reynolds Wrap. Reynolds Wrap is kind of the brand standard. You don't want to go with the generic stuff that you can get a lot of the regular supermarkets. Have you noticed how thin that crap is? It like falls apart in your fingers. You know what I mean? But at the White House, we had Reynolds Wrap at Mar-a-Lago, at Bedminster. We have all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Go ahead with another question. We have somebody on the youngsters on the tickety talk.
Sir, we're being asked, what's a ginger rat?
What's a what?
A ginger rat?
A ginger rat. I haven't heard of that. What is it? Is that a hip thing I don't know about? A ginger rat? Is that somebody
It's
who's
just in the chat, sir.
just in the chat? Well, thank you for alerting me to that. It's probably something I need to learn about. Over here.
Mr. President, we have a donation from, it looks like, England.
England. I love England. It's a tremendous place.
Bad Knee.
Relax Bad Knee Adventures.
Adventures.
Right.
Okay, and it's $2.49.
So, folks, just so you know, these are the security dogs we have to have here because of the leftists. Because of the leftists, terrible people. Maybe we could get one of the reporters to grab the little dog and stuff it in a laundry basket or something. You know, go ahead.
Yes, he also wants to know. Well, actually, the donation is to you for the windmills and the tulips.
Oh, thank you. The windmill. Were they from Netherlands? Must be from the Netherlands. Great people in the Netherlands. Tremendous people. Oh, they're really going at it today with the landscaping. The timing is incredible. Jose and Hose B is ruining my press conference. It's so sad. It's so sad. Go ahead over here.
Yes, Janice Bunch says, Sir, tell us about your union jobs.
Oh, my union jobs? Well, I was in Home Alone 2. That was union. And I was in Woody Allen Celebrity. That was union. People say I don't like the unions, but I'm still collecting residuals from the unions, which I think is incredible. Really, really incredible.
Well, as a follow-up to that, AQ Music 10
AQ Music 10, I like that.
would like to know, did the windmills really kill Jaws?
Let me tell you something. These windmills are killing whales all over the world. They're killing the birds and they're killing the whales, and they don't even know how it's happening. And windmills cause cancer. Windmills cause cancer. I want everyone to know that. It's very important. How's the sound with the landscapers? Is it okay? Is that all right? Okay, fantastic. They're probably going to be banging on the door soon. FBI's probably going to raid me while they're doing this. It's very, very sad. Over here.
Yes, sir. Gloria Roberts. Sir, will you start a reality show when you take the country back and start public hangings?
Yes, I think public hangings will get the most incredible ratings we've ever seen. And by the way, this is nothing new. A Saturday night, all across the country in the 1800s, you'd go to a hanging, get some popcorn, maybe a dinner beforehand, dinner and a show. I think it was really incredible. Hangings are great. They deter crime. And they are scary. So it's like a scary movie, and it's fun. It's fun, and people learn stuff. Go ahead.
Mr. President, I want to let you know that you did receive 8 hats on TikTok, but these are caps.
These are caps. Oh, are these the tickety-tock caps?
Yeah, we have 2 more to go until 10, and then we're going to do the YMCA.
Oh, we're going to do YMCA. Thank you. If you're watching TikTok right now, we're looking for the TikTok caps. As many as those that we get, I'll do the YMCA dance. If you're watching on YT, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. We love growing our audience and reaching new people all around the world. All right, over here we have a question.
Mr. President, Bill Easton has donated $5.
Bill Easton, thank you, Bill. And I like your name. You know, there's an Easton, Pennsylvania. Did you know that? Did you know that? Easton, Pennsylvania. Great place.
Is it true what they say about men with large hands and very long red neckties?
That's true. This is pointing to something very specific. And look at these hands. Look at these hands. These are huge hands. Look at my bottle of water. It practically covers it up. It's really amazing. Huge hands, huge gloves. All right, right down in front of you.
Mr. President, we reached our goal on TikTok.
Oh!
So
You guys going to help me?
we need to see a YMCA.
We're going to get the press corps to help me right now. We're going to go right into YMCA. You guys ready? Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's Macho Man. Here we go. Ready to go? Ready? Here we go. YMCA, da 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 da. YMCA. They got everything for your man to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA, da 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 da. YMCA. Thank you so much. Can you give me like a drum thing?
Thank you, Mr. President.
That was beautiful. That's beautiful. Along with being a tremendous reporter from a left-wing newspaper, he's also a drummer, which I think is great. Don't worry about the dogs, folks. It's just our top-notch security. And our top-notch security forgot to put the dogs away. So that happens. That happens. They're not going to be here long. They're not going to be here long. Immigration will probably get them very quickly. Go ahead over here in the front.
I know that you have 7,000 viewers on TikTok.
Wow, 7,000 viewers on the TT, on the TT.
And how can they find you from the TT to go to the YT?
Oh, well, thank you very much. Listen, if you're on TikTok, go up to my bio, go up to my link, and find me on YouTube. Click through and become a subscriber. It's absolutely free. Hit the notification bell. We're on here every single week. It's a lot more fun if you come over to the other one. But I'm not going to say what it is because I know they're both they're very competitive. The YT and the TT are very, very competitive. Go ahead.
Yes, Richard Alexander. Sir. Will Clorox chewables be covered by Medicare under your administration?
Absolutely. All the Tide Pods, Clorox chewables, the UV light, by the way, the UV light, if it comes back, because they're trying to bring, I'm not going to say what it is, they're trying to bring that thing back with the 19 on the end. It's not going to happen because we have the UV lights, ultraviolet lights that go up inside of you, and it just fights the 19, the C19. I'm not going to say what it is because they're gonna ban me on the YouTube. But you know what I'm talking about. So the Clorox chewables will be covered, and the UV lights, they're all going to be covered. It's incredible. Over here on this side.
Mr. President, Flo on TikTok is asking, what's your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food? I think most people know what that is. It's a cheeseburger. Well done. Well done. And I like ketchup, by the way. I like Heinz. I don't want salsa on a burger. And I like cheese. I like the cheese that's gold and kind of goes down and looks like plastic. That's delicious. McDonald's has the best fries. I don't care what anybody says. They've got the best fries. And the cheeseburgers are pretty good too. Wendy's Frosties, delicious. And they're not sponsoring this. I'm just saying that of my own accord, like the Honda. Go ahead.
Yes, Janice Bunch.
Wait a minute. I know that name. I think I know Janice Bunch. She's been on before.
Kill whales. Is your primary opponent at risk? And would he need Secret Service protection or maybe the Navy SEALs?
Oh, wow. This is such a complicated question. I love the whales. I think they're incredible. Chris Christie is a whale, but I don't like him specifically. But we're going to take care of the whales, and we're going to get rid of the windmills. And where are the windmills made? They're made in China. They're made in China. And I think we all know what happens in China. But by the way, Xi Jinping, all those people, they run the country in a great way. It's really, really amazing. Over here.
Sir, Musarafidi.
Say that again.
Musarafidi.
Oh, what a great name.
On TikTok is asking, who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, my celebrity crush. Well, who is the girl that was in the one with Robert Pattinson? What's her name? Kristen Stewart? Yes. Is it Kristen Stewart? I really liked her, but then I found out she plays for both teams, so she's out. Right now, I still like the woman from Mad Men, Christina Hendrickson, with the big arthritic hands. Wow, what a knockout. The red hair. Is that a ginger? And I say there's so many beautiful women, but the most beautiful woman I know is my daughter Ivanka, but I'm not allowed to date her because of these outdated rules. But someday. And I know some people don't like when I say that, but what a knockout. What an absolute knockout. She's amazing. Back over here.
Yes, Tennis Tubo.
Tennis Tubo?
Yeah.
Tennis Tubo.
I forget. If aliens are real, Mr. President, are you going to build a wall in outer space?
Well, I've been talking about building a wall around the planet forever. forever and ever. Did you know that the aliens were here before we were? And we're Americans. We claim everything. So I don't like these aliens coming in. And now they're releasing movies about aliens, which I think is absolutely terrible. We will build a wall around Earth, and we will make the aliens pay for it. We have to leave a little opening, though, for the sun. Because we have to have the sun. We love the sun. We love the sun, but we don't like solar panels or anything like that, because we're going to drill, baby, drill, because that's what the oil is. It's the dinosaurs, and we love the dinosaurs. Great dinosaurs, T-Rex and Velociraptors. That's all oil, and I think they would want us to use them in our fossil fuel-burning cars. And I like Elon Musk. He's a great guy. The Teslas are very nice, but you shouldn't plug a car in. You should plug a toaster in, but you shouldn't plug a car in. Go ahead.
Sir, following up on Elon Musk, would you like to make a comment about Elon Musk going to the border this morning?
Well, I think it was very important for Elon to go to the border. I think we have a crisis. The Mexicans, the Guatemalans, the Ecuadorians, the El Salvadorians, the Troubadourians, they're all coming, and the Panamanians, they're all coming in like Swiss cheese over the border. And what have I said from the beginning? We need to build a wall. And once I'm in, day one, we're building a wall that's 2,000 miles long with a Trump hotel every 100 miles facing the U.S., not the Mexican side. Not the Mexican side. And I love the Mexican people. They're great people, fantastic people. I love the culture. I love the Oompa Loompas and the Quasadillas and the M-Pandas. But you got to come here legally, folks. You got to come here legally. Here we go.
Corden wants to know, sir, will you be expanding Mar-a-Lago with a super McDonald's franchise?
Well, I think a McDonald's franchise in Mar-a-Lago would be great, because I order out a lot. I use the Uber Eats. I use the Lyft. I use the delivery, and I think it's really wonderful. But it would speed things up if we could just get the deliveries, those 50-pound bags of French fries, just get those right to Mar-a-Lago. And we've got a lot of wonderful people. We've got Ted Nugent there. We've got Sarah Palin. We've got Carrie Lake, and they all love the McDonald's. We all love the McDonald's, especially Rudy. He loves the dollar menu because he's broke. Over here.
Yes, from Joe Toes.
Joe Toes. I think he must be from New York.
Will you consider Amber Heard for your cabinet? And on a personal note, you might consider her as a personal crush.
Well, I like Amber Heard. She's very attractive. But listen. What do I always say? Bros before hoes. And I think Johnny Depp got a really raw deal from Amber. Amber Heard's okay, but she's not that okay. I don't think you have to risk your life and your career. I saw the videos. The evidence is overwhelming. Amber's a little... You know what I'm talking about, Okay, go ahead.
Sir, Turntable Kitty is asking, are you going...
These names are fantastic. Turntable Kitty, I like that.
Are you going to outlaw dogs and leaf blowers?
Hold on. Yes, absolutely. Hold on. I want to fix my hair. Yes, we. Here's the thing. We do this on Fridays. And every other Friday, we have our landscapers here at Mar-a-Lago. We have Jose and Jose B, and they're great brothers. But the fact of the matter is, they won't change the time. They won't change. They're like, sir, President Trump, sir. I can't do a Mexican accent. But they say, hey, we can't come at any other time, sir. And I'm like, really? You can't come at any other time? They're like, sir, we can't, sir. So, unfortunately, we're stuck with, but they're gone. But I will make sure that they're 100% legal. And they're gone now, and the security dogs have calmed down. I don't know why we have Chihuahuas as security dogs. That doesn't make any sense. I guess because they're Mexican. Now it makes sense. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. From Gloria Roberts. Sir, are
Julia Roberts?
Gloria.
Oh, Gloria.
Yes,
I know Gloria too.
Sir, are your rich friends afraid after Danny Masterson was sent to prison just for having fun?
You know what? I don't know Danny Masterson, but I love the 70s shows, and Mila Kunis was very attractive. And why is Ashton Kutcher with her? Like, what's the big deal about this guy? I don't get it. But Danny Masterson, was he even an actor? I just thought he was somebody who wore shades. But if he did something wrong, he should be, he's going to jail from what I understand. But not me, because I'm totally different, because I'm a billionaire, and I'm the president of the United States. And he was just some actor it wasn't even on network. It was on like CNBC or something. Go ahead.
Question from Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Wow, that's a tremendous name.
They asked, which skateboarder shares your skates
Oh, well, I'm very old school, so I would say Tony Alva, Tony Hawk, any of the Tonys. I know we got a lot of traction from my video. People were like, sir, you can skate. I have been skating since the late 70s. I love to skate, love the bowls, love the empty pools. Me and the Dogtown guys spent a lot of time together. And my board is right over here. Could you reach over and grab that board? Would you mind? That board right there. There's right next to the door. We have a wonderful, this is my board. It's a little dirty, folks. It's a little dirty, but this is what I ride on. This is my board. And you see, I love the Native American people. Great people, tremendous people. So I just wanted to show you that. There we go, over here. Oh, did he knock the camera?
We're good now.
Oh, you're fat. We're back. Okay, we're back.
Marty Moe wants to know, Mr. President.
Love Marty Moe. Always great questions. There's my board. Love the. And by the way, when I say Indians, I mean the feathers, not the dot. Okay, just so you know, that's who does the board.
Sir, how do you feel about cryogenics?
Oh.
And do you plan on being preserved that way?
Listen, I'm going to live a lot longer than most people. My father, Fred Trump, by the way, his middle name was Christ, and I mean that seriously. Look it up on the Google, look it up on the Wikipedia, but I have to tell you, his name was Christ. He lived to be 93 years old. Now, I'm 77, and I think I'll probably live to be about 120, 125, because I don't smoke, I don't drink. I live a really clean lifestyle other than the cheeseburgers. And I think what's important is that at some point I should be frozen so future generations can enjoy me because I'm so incredible. The greatest president in the history of presidents other than the late, great Abe Lincoln who lived to be what? I don't know, but not very long. Go ahead.
Ruby Flores sent you $5.
Ruby, I can't believe Ruby. You know what? I have to do a special thing for Ruby at some point. She's so amazing, and all of it. And I want to mention my members: Falco, my golden groupie; Lottie Land, my silver supporter; and D Swing Morel, silver supporter. And if you want to be a member of this channel, get some special benefits, perks. They call it perks. What are you going to do? You're going to go to the join button right at the top of the channel and click the link in the description during the live. You can become a member right there. You can unlock badges in the chat, special perks, special benefits, and so much more. So I won't keep harping on that, other than the fact that I've got a lot of money going out for legal fees because of the terrible radical leftists, communist, socialist, fascistic people who just want to take me down for no reason. Over here.
Yes, from Claudia.
Claudia.
She wants to know, Mr. President, you like the polls.
I love the Poles. I love the pierogies. I love the cabbage with what's in the middle of the cabbage. All that stuff. Great stuff. Fantastic
She
stuff.
wants to know, though, do you mean stripper dance polls?
Oh, I love those too. You know, a lot of people are against the strippers. I love the strippers. Like, go to Texas. I love Texas. I went big in Texas. They have these big, massive churches on one block, and on the other block they have these massive strip clubs. That's my kind of state. Maybe I should move there because Joe Rogan moved to Austin, Texas, which is the liberal bastion of Texas. But they're surrounded by the red people. Right there in the front, the young lady.
Mr. President, I want to get Ruby's question in here real quick.
Oh, thank you, Ruby. Thanks for being patient, sweetie.
Mr. President, how will you get the aliens to pay for your space wall?
Well, I think we're just going to take that. We have a couple. I don't think I'm saying anything, top secret here. Even though I've got some top secret documents right here. I've got some top secret documents right here. Do you believe this? Here's a top secret chart. All right, but you're not seeing this. Don't let your eyes fool you, folks. These are not top secret. I never said that. Did I say that? No, of course not. Why would I have that? But if they were, I would have declassified them automatically. But the beauty of the aliens is they've got technology that we need and want, and they will give it to us. Believe me. Let's go over here and we'll come back to you.
Sir, Meticulous Bori on TT is asking,
Meticulous.
how are you feeling about losing your business certificates in New York City?
Well, this is a crime. This is high crime and treason. And this Judge Engoron, listen, every person who owns real estate in New York inflates it. That's what you do. I'm a salesman. You inflate. When you're selling a car, you say it's the greatest car in the history of cars. When you're selling a toaster, it's the greatest history. And you always inflate things. That's how you do sales. Now, if you're going to like lock me in on this, maybe that's not very fair to me. Why do I have to leave New York? Why are you taking all of my business certificates? You know, there's a lot more to me than just buildings. I run a lot of different companies, but now we have to have a sale. We got to get rid of everything. Everything must go in New York. But we're moving it to Florida, folks, because New York, that state is going downtown. Is it Fannie Willis in New York? Is it Fannie, or is that, who's in New York? Who's against me in New York? So many people. So many horrible people. We've got a lot of people. I'm going to check on the names because I have so many people against me, 99% against me. I forget all their names, except Fannie Willis. Go ahead.
Couple more donations. JG Art sent $2 and
Thank you, JG Art.
Sir.
Sir.
And Lisa Mitchell sent $5 and asked, Mr. President, where did you learn your dance moves for the YMCA?
Well, let me tell you something. In the 70s, I used to go to a club called Studio 54. I learned all my dance moves from some of the greatest dancers. Liza, Elton John, Mick Jagger, Bianca Jagger. I also went to a lot of bar mitzvahs, even though I'm not Jewish, but I love the Jewish people. Great people, fantastic people, the Jewish people, so hardworking. And who moved the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem? Me. And the Jewish people love me so much they think my name, Donald J. Trump, is actually Donald Jewish Trump. It's not. It's genius, as in stable genius. And that's where I got my dance moves. Go ahead.
Yes, Mr. President, we had a question that scrolled by, so I don't have the person who asked it his name. But the question was, when you go to prison, do you think you'll franchise Trump toilet wine?
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. A lot of people say I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to prison. But if I do go to prison, we are going to change prisons the way we know them. We're going to make prisons profitable. We're going to have the toilet wine. We're going to have a lot more. We're going to have NFTs. We're going to have, by the way, I'm going to be on the top bunk. A lot of people ask this question. But if I have to go, which I don't think I will, I'll be on the top bunk because I'm a top. I'm a top. I want to make that very, very clear. I'm a top over here.
Sir, Mario just sent you a rose on TT. And
Thank you,
Dirty
Mario.
Reed is asking, will you choose Cyndi Lauper as your running mate?
Cyndi Lauper. You know, I've never really considered Cyndi Lauper, but I like Cyndi Lauper because girls just want to have fun. And that's where we should be, folks. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to the 1950s, and girls are just going to want to have fun. The men will go out and work. The ladies will stay home and have babies, barefoot and pregnant. It'll be absolutely incredible. Thank you, Cyndi Lauper. And I think Cindy's very smart, but she's very New York. And I think she'd do very, very well than the current vice president right now, Kamala Harris. Go ahead. Do we have a question over here?
Yes, Dixie Normus.
Dick's Enormous. It was in a movie, I think. Wasn't that in a movie? Dick's Enormous.
It was, sir, yes.
I think I saw that film. I think he worked with Stormy Daniels.
Was that one of your union jobs?
Not my union job, but, you know, listen, and don't believe anything that Stormy said, by the way. I've got no complaints. No complaints. And if you compare me to Mandingo, that's not fair. Especially if there's 8 of them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead with the question.
Yes, Dixie Normus would like
Dixie Normus.
would like to ask, will you make Joe Rogan disinformation czar, sir?
Oh, listen, I like Joe Rogan. I like this guy. He's got an opinion on everything. You know, he was a game show host. Like who? Like me. You know, I think Joe's great. I think he's kind of overworking the You're talking like this. You know what I mean? But you know what he does every day? He gets into a bucket of ice. He gets into a bucket of ice. And, you know, if I did that, you'd have to allow for shrinkage, of course. But he gets into a bucket of ice, and he says it's going to help him live longer. I think he wants cryogenics, not get into a bucket of ice. But I would definitely make Joe Rogan the secretary of disinformation because he spreads it so quickly and so eloquently. He's so good. He's so good, the Joe Rogan. Love you, Joe. Go ahead.
Donation from Branch Archer.
Oh, Branch Archer.
$1.99.
Thank you, Branch. And I like that name. It almost sounds like a detective. Branch Archer.
And we'll bring in a question from you, Facebook.
Okay, Facebook question.
Neil Beerley
Near Beerly.
asked, what is your favorite proverb from the Bible?
Oh gosh, my favorite proverb. They're all so good. They're all so good. I wouldn't want to pin down just one because that would make the other proverbs very, very angry. I think my favorite proverb is brevity is the soul of wit. Brevity is the soul of wit. I think that's a good, because I don't mention comedy a lot in the Bible, and I love the Bible. It's such a great book, and sadly, I'm not in the Bible. I'm not in the, because it would be my favorite book if I was in the Bible. What's my favorite book, folks? Art of the Deal. Art of the Deal. My second favorite book is the Bible. But I've been told by my evangelists, that I'm going to be in the new version of the Bible coming up very soon. And I think it'll do very well. I think it'll do very well. Over here.
Yes, from Janice Bunch.
Janice Bunch. We love you, Janice. You're always here.
There are obviously a lot of women who want to spend time with you.
Oh, so many. I've lost track.
Most
I've
of
lost
them,
track.
however, seem to be prosecutors or judges.
Right,
Should you
sadly.
send Melania to law school?
You know, I think that would be great because Melania, as we all know, speaks 5 different languages. Unfortunately, English is not one of them, but she's super smart. Melania is incredibly intelligent. She started social distancing 4 years ago. I would put my hand out and she would smack it. And it was long before COVID. So she's very, very smart. As I've said before, we're in the middle of a 3-week hide and go seek here at Mar-a-Lago. I can't seem to find her. Has anyone seen her yet? No? Still not? Okay. But she's very, very smart. The problem is she somehow hacked off her ankle bracelet. So we're not, but I did drop an AirTag into her Coach bag, which I paid for, by the way. The Coach bag, like $10,000. Why are these women's bags so expensive? They're just bags. And you have to have 100 of them. I don't get it, folks. I have one suit, I have one tie, and I have one shirt, and I have an overcoat. That's all I need. That's all I need. And I have a wallet. But these women with the Coach bags and the Hermes bags and the Kate Spade bag, who, by the way, her brother David, not funny. Not funny. All right, over here.
Yes, another comment from Dixie Normus.
Dixie Normus.
Thinks that you should turn the prison into a reality TV show.
Oh, I have actually had something. That way there's no evidence. You know, the ice melts and there's no evidence. You know, you shiv the guy and then no one bing, bing, bong. So I think we can get some bing, bing, bong. So I think we can get some people who are into that stuff because there's some weird people. Let's admit it. We'll get the weird people. We'll trade them for the technology. They can get, you know, anytime they want. And then the aliens will be happy because they love to do this, and some people love to receive this. So it's very, very easy, and that's the deal. It's the same thing I'm going to do with Zelensky and Putin. Not this and this or the bing bong, but something totally different. I'm going to sit them down and say, folks, guys, you got to solve this. All right, we have another question. Hold on. I need a little water. Okay, there we go.
Mr. President, you actually have a nice compliment from Leo Lopez.
Leo Lopez, is that Mario Lopez's relative?
I believe it's her illegitimate child.
Oh, good, that's good.
He just says, you make Fridays even better, Mr. Trump.
See, that's what I do. I make Fridays better. I make Mondays better. I make the weekends better. You know, because you got Joe Biden walking around. Oh, come on, man. Oh, I'm on strike with the union workers. I had the union workers. They love me. Oh, sarsaparilla. Oh, gosh, man. Let me ride my bike and fall off of it. This guy's a mess. Folks, this guy's a mess. Not only do I make Fridays better, I'll make Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. I'll make this year, next year, the year after that. You know why? Because once I'm in, I'm not leaving. I'm going to be president for life. President for life. Say it with me, folks. President for life. And by the way, everyone loves this idea that I'm going to be president for life. I even got a call from crying Chuck Schumer. Crying Chuck. You know what he said to me? I hope you get life. Isn't that nice? Even he wants me to get life. Oh, wait a minute. He may have meant something else by that. Who knows? Do we have a question?
Yeah, Zaphod Beeblebox.
Wow, these are great names.
Beeblebrox, that's what it says. He wants to know if you're going commando.
Oh, no, I don't do that. I find that disgusting. Because what happens is you get little dribbles on your pants and things like that. I'm always and people, boxers or briefs. Again, boxers Why would you wear boxers? It's just hanging there. You know what I mean? It's dribbling afterwards. I like to wear tidy whities, as they call it. I got my white undershirt on. I have my white underwear. You can even ask Stormy about that. You can ask Melania if you find her. But I don't like to be naked. I take a shower in this suit. You know what I mean? I think naked men are disgusting, especially the guys in the locker room who stand there with their leg up talking to you. Super gross. Super gross. All right, over here on the TikTok side.
Sir Raphael
Raphael
is asking, are you ready for court?
Oh, I'm always ready for good. You know, I have to say, Raphael, I should have been an attorney because I have a mind like a steel trap. I've been deposed so many times, I can't even tell you. But I am so good in court. You're out of order. You're out of order. That's what I say to the judge. You're out of order. And all these judges hate me. Hate me, every single one, but I'm ready for court. I'm loaded for bear, and it's going to be absolute. We're going to win every single one of these cases the same way we won the 60 cases from the election. We won every single one of them, except they said we didn't. Go ahead.
Times 10 roses you're getting here, sir.
Wow, all the roses. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. It's incredible. Let's do another question.
Yes, Supreme Taco Snow.
Oh, what a great name,
There's also the
Supreme.
caller whose name I couldn't read.
Oh, before Supreme Taco. What's the last part? Supreme Taco.
Wants to know, sir, will Lauren Boebert be a handy addition to your cabinet?
Lauren Boebert will be very, very handy. I would like a date night with Lauren. I mean, you know, Melania's not around. I would like to have a little evening with her at a movie, at a play. It looks like a lot of fun. Lauren's a fun gal. She's a fun gal, and she's packing. I don't think the guy realized that. You know what? He's a Democrat, too. What a pervert. What a pervert. But she seemed to be having a good time, and I like her a lot, and she's going to do very, very well. She only won by like 500 votes last time, but all you need is one, folks, and that's what I need. I just needed one more vote in Georgia, and now they're suing me for asking, but she gets felled up in a movie theater, and no one's upset about it. It's so strange, and that's why I love this country. It's so incredible. Go ahead.
Yes, Diane Case wants to know, apparently she's a little bit afraid. Sir, will I get electrocuted if I take a ride in an EV boat?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, EV boats, why in the world would you want a boat with a battery? Okay? You want a boat that has a propeller that can like cut your hand off or your leg off or something like that. Not a boat that's made with batteries that blow up and sink. Do you ever see these movies where like MacGyver, where like the boats blow up? That's what happens with EV boats. They blow up. Gasoline is very stable, but batteries on an EV boat, wow. Very, very unstable. And you're killing the whales, which is so bad. Down here in the front, the young lady.
Another question from Facebook from Neil Greerly.
Neil Greeley? With a G?
Greerly.
Oh, Greeley. Thank you, Neil.
Considering your golfing prowess, why were you not chosen for the USA Ryder Cup team currently in Rome?
Oh, I actually was. I was chosen. They said I was fantastic for a senior, but I really play like I'm in my prime. I'm probably the greatest golfer in the history of golfers. And for the 39th year in a row, I am league president, league winner. I won again 39 years in a row. I won the Bedminster Cup. I won the Mar-a-Lago Cup. It's incredible. Yesterday alone, I had 3 holes in one. 3 holes in one. No one talks about that. The press, terrible people, the press, they act like I'm not the greatest golfer. It's really sad. It's really sad. But yet they'll let women play, which is unbelievable. You know, the LGBTA, whatever it's called. It's unbelievable. Go ahead.
Yes, Petri Helenini has another question. Sir, could you tell us more about your plan to make all auto workers rich?
Oh, we have a fantastic plan to make all auto workers rich. They're going to sell more cars. Not only are they going to make the cars, they're going to sell the cars, and that way they get a percentage of the sale. I don't know why and no one else has thought of this, but this is going to be absolutely incredible. You'll have a store in the factory, and somebody will come in to look at a car, and you'll run down, and then you'll say, "Oh, can I help you, sir? And I want to buy a car." And then that one, then that's the one the person was working on. So if you sell the car you were working on, you get 50% of that. Everyone's going to be rich. I'm so smart. Hold on, we're going to go over here. We'll come over here next.
Sir, with gas prices going up, what will you do to reduce the gas prices?
Well, I'm going to call up the Middle East. I'm going to call the Saudis. I'm going to say, listen. These prices are too high. We need low gas, and if we got to get it down to like $2, because when I was president, most of the gas was free. A lot of people forget about that. But now the gas is like $5, $10, $15. You need a license to buy cereal. Do you believe this? This country is going to hell in a handbasket, and the basket was made in China. Do we have a follow-up?
Yes, sir. I have a follow-up question from Brooklyn Nick.
Brooklyn Nick. I love Brooklyn.
Is asking, Mr. President, what is your skincare regime?
Oh, this is so great. This is such a great question. So I use soap. It's called Dial on my face, and I use the orange bar of Dial. And then at night before I go to bed, I like to take some Cheetos because I love Cheetos and I eat those. And then there's some residue on my fingers, and I just kind of pat my face down. You got a massage here too, by the way. You got to do this. You got to do this. This is why I don't have that chicken thing that all the other guys my age have. It's sad, like Rudy, right down in front here.
Question from Alan Noko. Mr. President,
Alan.
hands seem to have grown since you were in office. What's your secret for enhancing hand size?
Hand size is very important. I think you've got to like work your hands. You've got to like show them off. You know what I mean? The Italians have it. This is what you do. If you're Italian, they always have their hands very close to your face. And that way they look bigger. They look bigger. Mine don't look big. They are big. But it's very, very important to me to use my hands. And me, when I'm doing the accordion thing, I'm working my hands out. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm sending signals to people. This is important work to keep your hand growth going. A lot of people don't realize this, but your hand keeps growing after you're 15, 16 years old. That's why I have tremendously huge hands, and I'm 6'3", and I only weigh 215 pounds. Can you believe it? I feel fantastic. Next question.
Yeah, from Joe Toes.
Joe Toes. Joe
Mr.
Toes.
President, will you consider Dylan Mulvaney for Secretary of Transportation?
That's very funny. I like that. Listen, I don't know this Dylan Mulrooney, whatever his name is, but he's a guy dressing up as a girl. So listen, I don't think people should have destroyed Anheuser-Busch over this. I mean, it was one can. I mean, come on. We need to keep everybody employed. But, I don't think he, her, them, they would be in my cabinet. Not because the trans thing, because listen, like I said, I was at Studio 54 in the 70s, and believe me, there was a lot going on. There was some things you wouldn't believe. But otherwise, I don't really care about Dylan Mulvaney. Go ahead.
Another donation for your legal fund from Branch Archer.
Branch Archer!
For $4.99.
$4.99.
I believe we've answered this question, but I'll throw it out there.
Yeah, throw it out because, people join us and people leave and come back on.
If re-elected, will you do a deal with the aliens for their technology?
I thank you for asking this question. I've already discussed this. I think we all know that the aliens are a bunch of perverts. All they do is kidnap people and do very sexual, lewd things to them with the probing and the this thing and the that thing. But there are people who actually like that. So we take those people as opposed to the people who aren't into that, and we send them to space. They get to have a great time. Like that place in the Bahamas. What's that called? The sex place. But we send the aliens there. They get their people. It works out. Hedonism. It's called hedonism. We're going to send the aliens to hedonism. They're going to love it. We're going to make a great deal once they see what they can get in hedonism. And I hear the buffet is fantastic. Not that I've ever been there, but I hear that's great. I think that's going to work out a tremendous deal for the aliens in hedonism. Go ahead.
Yes, from Neshoba Sapokny. Excuse me.
Thank you.
Being a very stable genius with a very good brain that knows the best words, what are your nicknames for your competition?
Oh, my nicknames for the competition? Well, Vivek is Tyvek. Nikki Haley is Loser. Chris Christie is Whale. Ron DeSanctimone. I've got 50 names. I may even have them right here. I have literally got 50 names for Ron DeSantis. I have so many names. I'm not going to read them all, but there's Ron DeSatan, Ron DeLoser, Ron DeMeatball. There's so many things for him. Who else do we have? Mike Pence. Oh, Mike Dents. Do you believe this guy? This guy was the worst. He calls his wife mother. Another pervert. Maybe we should send him with the aliens, if you know what I'm talking about. Am I forgetting anybody that was up on stage of any importance? I don't think so. None of these people should be president, and a lot of them shouldn't even be vice president. I don't even care that Vivek kisses my butt all the time. I really don't care. Go ahead.
Mr. Expo said, can you play that invisible hand accordion for me?
Absolutely. It's very, very easy for me because, oh, and by the way, who stole this? Ron DeSteeler. Ron DeSteeler stole this from me. No one talks like this except me, because I invented this, folks. I invented the hand accordion. No one else. I invented this. Bing bong, bong bing, bing 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 bong, bong bong bong. No one else does that. So don't steal it, Ron. You're a loser. You're a loser. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dennis Perret. Can you talk more about Melania's legs? How much
Oh.
of her leg on Fully Loaded?
Melania has an incredible, I usually say 44 and out the door, but I have given Melania a grace period because she's so beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. And if you want to see her naked, you can find it in the British GQ. We did an incredible layout on the Trump jet. It was fantastic. There's her naked on a fur bed. There's her naked on the wing of the plane with a golden gun. It's just an incredible. There's one of her walking up the steps. She's absolutely incredible. Fantastic legs. Speaks 5 languages. None of them are English, which is great. And she was an architect. And she builds rockets. Go ahead.
Another donation from Lisa Mitchell for $5.
Lisa, everybody who's donating today, thank you so much. You guys are killing it. You're killing it, and I appreciate it. That's absolutely incredible.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
Oh, what am I going to be for Halloween? Well, I don't like Halloween per se, but I've been thinking about doing something different this year. And I thought about being Beetlejuice in honor of Lauren Boebert. I think that would be something that she would like. Right, Lauren? It'd be great. Go ahead.
Bill D wants to know.
Bill D.
Sir,
Bill D.
How do you feel about the Canadians taking all the good acting jobs in Hollywood?
Well, I have to tell you something. I love, love, love Canada. I've been up there 3 or 4 times. I'm like a Canada expert. And when I go up there, I think it's wonderful because it's almost like another country up there. It's so nice. And I call Canada the attic of America because, you put stuff up in the attic, you forget about it. You go up to Canada and you're like, wow, look at all this great stuff. I forgot all about this. And honestly, what is a Canadian? It's just an unarmed American with a better attitude and crappy health care. It's true. It's true. Do we have another one? Oh, really? Okay. Am I running away? My hair? Is it okay? Okay. I'm being told. Hold on. Let me check my mirror. Okay. We're going to lift. My hair's falling a little bit. There we go. I think this might need to be washed. I might have to watch this. It might go into the shop. Go ahead. Do we have somebody else?
We're being asked again from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn!
TT, if you sleep with a bonnet at night.
Well, I try to keep my hair. I'm very lucky. Most guys, 85% of all men, have some form of hair loss, but remarkably, not me. Not me. So I put a little thing on, a little net to hold it in place because I don't like to wash it too much. But when I come off a round of golf like today where I had 5 holes in one, I do sometimes need to wash it. But then it takes like an hour to style it. But it looks fantastic. It's very healthy. I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm 6'3" and I weigh 215 pounds. So I think that's very important. I'm the complete package, folks. They'll never get me on looks. It's true. It's true. And by the way, for everybody watching, if you're watching on the YT, make sure you subscribe. If you want to become a member, you just have to go to the join at the top of the channel or click the link in the description of this very live. You get to unlock badges and perks and benefits, all kinds of fun stuff. You get to know when things are happening before anyone else knows. Top secret, like the documents I have right here. And if you're watching on the TT, make sure you follow on that one. And on the Facebook. Facebook is huge. We got to get rid of Zuckerberg. Terrible person. But it's going to be really incredible. We're going to be here every single Friday until the election. Once I beat the pants off of Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe. Oh, Come on, man. You're not gonna beat me up, are you? Oh gosh, I'm doing such a great job. You know, we're letting the Mexicans in like crazy. Listen, Joe, your days are numbered. We're almost a year out from the election, and I am going to win in a Trump slide. It's gonna be really, really, really incredible. Believe me, believe me. Do we have a question? Another question over here?
This is from Story Daniels.
Story. Oh, I like that. That's a good play on words. And no one knows words the way I know words. I mean, I have the best words, and I put them in the best order. Go ahead, Story Daniel.
Why does your new gun have your face on it?
Well, you know what? I was in South Carolina. We had an incredible speech. We had 50, 60, 75,000 people. But the press, terrible people, the press. They said there were like 500. All lies, all lies. But anyway, I go to a gun store. And I'm walking around. And by the way, I had no idea there's so many guns. There's so many guns. There's little guns and big guns and all these shotguns and AR-15s. But it turns out that somebody made a gun with my photo on it. It's engraved on the gun. So I bought that gun, and then all of a sudden, my phone's ringing off the hook saying, you can't do that because you're under arrest in 4 different states. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible that you can't be under arrest in 4 different jurisdictions and buy a gun. So I'm going to be loosening the gun laws so even criminals in prison can buy guns. And I think that's the smartest thing we can do. Everybody should have a gun, a lot of guns. That way, you got a good guy with a gun or you have a bad guy with a gun. When a bad guy walks in, the good guy shoots the bad guy. It's the old West, folks. It's the wild, wild West. And it's the West that I like. And I think I would have been a tremendous cowboy. Go ahead. You have another question? We'll have to do the last few because I got to get back on the course.
Mr. Expo.
Mr. Expo?
Exfro.
F-R-O.
FRO. Wants to know, when you were in high school, did many people want to kick you in the teeth?
No, because I kicked people in the teeth. And I was in a military high school, which is technically my Vietnam, until I got the bone spurs, so I couldn't go to the real Vietnam. But I was in military school, and I was probably the equivalent of a general, a 4-star general in high school. And I did a tremendous job. I commanded my troops, and they made us play soccer. And I said, soccer's not American. Football's American, so we played football. The real football, not the fake football they play in England. Go ahead.
Sir, Sooner Hawk 38 is asking, do you think the moon landing was real?
I think the moon landing was faked. The shadows aren't right. None of it makes sense. How can you see the Earth from the moon? It's obvious. They didn't really think this through. It's really, really ridiculous. It was shot on a soundstage in Los Angeles. They even made a movie about it called Capricorn 1 with James Brolin, who was a great actor who was on Marcus Welby, and he had a beard. And then he married the most liberal person on earth, Barbra Streisand. So James Brolin and Barbra Streisand are 2 old left-wing fascistic communist Marxists living together in Hollywood, ruining this country. Go ahead.
Lisa Mitchell has become a silver supporter.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you for becoming a supporter. I really appreciate that. I love having members. You're going to be getting wonderful, wonderful private perks from me. You know what? It's all listed there, but I'll be very happy when I get to do very special things for you that only you get as a member. Falco gets, Lonnie Land, and D-Swing Morale. So that would be incredible. Do we have time to try the rap song? Do we have time to try the rap song?
We can try it if you feel like you're ready.
Let's do it. Let's wait until next week. I want to get it right for Falco. Falco, we've been working on the song. I almost have the beat down. But folks, you've been absolutely incredible. I want to bring up my 2. Do you guys want to be live on camera? We have got 2. If we can get you right here. We had 2 incredible, amazing, fantastic reporters today, both from the entertainment industry. Just wave to these people. These are the reporters. You see you'll see it in a second. Just wave right there. Say what your name is.
My name is Mike Benigno.
Mike Benigno. You see, I love the Italian people. Great people.
From New York.
From New York. Another New Yorker. Long Island. Folks, he's from what part of Long Island?
Oh, Levittown.
Levittown. Greatest place on earth. We built a lot of those. And this is...
And I am a man who is so devoid of ethnicity. My name is Tom White.
Tom White. Tom White. He's my perfect guy. He's my perfect guy. You know what I mean? I love the Italians, but Tom White, that's perfect. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. We'll be back here every single Friday, unless I'm on the road performing. Thank you so much. Subscribe, follow, subscribe, become a member. It's huge. All right, one turn.